If you're not following Sydney Grace on Instagram, then you need to, because this is where you're going to find out the most information. Go to Instagram. I imagine it's at their website too, but go to Instagram, Sydney Grace CO, which is also what their website is, sydneygraceco.com. Now the sale starts tomorrow morning, July 26th at 9 a.m. PDT, and will run through August the 2nd, which is a Monday, until 9 a.m. PDT. So you probably get that every day of this sale, there's a new deal, right? All right, just in case you've never done this before. Since a lot of people do prefer palettes, I'm just gonna show you the palettes first. Enduring Love, which mine is old school, so it's in a tin, but I understand this isn't in a tin anymore. I have the light version. This is so good. I'll link my Sydney Grace playlist so that you can see all of the palettes and the looks I've done with them. And I have a few, I think, a couple at least, with this palette. Next we have the Tiny Marvels. You know that Mel is like one of my BFFs. But that's not why I use this palette almost every single day. That's the palette I have on today. For me, this is a great everyday palette. This one here is the Chase Your Dreams. This was put together for Laura from Heather, which are the owners, if you didn't know that. I mean, look, these shades. Oh, it's so ridiculous. And then this one here, this is another palette that's an everyday for me all year. These colors look great on me. I know they look great on a lot of you. So yeah, this is something worth getting. And then the last palettes were a collaboration with Sydney Grace and Temptalia. I just did a video. I'm going to link it right here. This one here is the Radiant Reflection. This one here is On the Horizon. And I have to say, this one is my favorite. If I could only have one, I probably would pick this one. And this one is the Quintessence. I love the greens. Now we're going to get into singles. Yes! These are not all of my favorites by far, but we don't have all day. So I got a lot of my shiny, shiny favorites, and then I thought, oh, so I grabbed a few mattes, and anyway, let me just show you right now. In the purpley toned shadows, I'll just show you this one matte. I don't even know if under these lights this shows up that well, but it's kind of a pink, purple. Beautiful in the transition. Totally worth it. I'm not kidding you. I use this one quite a bit. Totally worth it. Magenta Dreams. And Deliverer. Even across my knuckles. Oh gosh, did you see that? Fairy Wings. Totally worth it. Magenta Dreams. And Deliverer. Next, we're going to do green, and green was really hard too. This is super light, and it is an excellent transition shade. Beautiful. A little darker is Honeydew. There's Honeydew. This one is Springtime. Sweet Sop. Tempest. And this one here is a duochrome. It's gorgeous, so it's going to cost a little more. If I look at it from this angle, what I'm seeing is a blue. Do you see that? A blue, but it's a green. When I wear Chameleon, Shy Guy freaks out a little bit because I can't get it to do it in here. But like if I go outside and I'm talking to him, I'm like turning my head to talk to him and whatnot. And of course you see blue, then you see green, and he is totally amazed by this. I'm gonna put it right here. Chameleon. There, maybe blue, green, blue, green. Ah, major. This is called apricot or apricot. This shade here is a shade everybody needs. I can't imagine who wouldn't need this. I recommend this all the time. As a first eyeshadow, you want to check out Sydney Grace, get this. This is called Blush. Okay, I said I wasn't going to keep going, but there I go again. Ooh, I'm not sure if this one's available. This is called Blushing Peach. I hope it is. I think it was in one of their sales before. This one here is called Shine Bright. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shine Bright. Top one there. Weed doggies. Go for it. That's what it's called. Go for it. A couple of blues. This one's called Below Zero. And of course the air comes on. While I'm putting things away, the air's off. When I start filming again, the air comes on. And it never gets below zero in here. This one here is called Abyss. Or this is called Red Chameleon. My goodness, that feels like pudding. It's so soft. Do you remember Comfort Zone by Wet n Wild? That green shifting red color that everyone loved. MAC had one. Urban Decay has one. It's called Lounge. One of my favorite Urban Decay shadows. But this is called Red Chameleon. And the reason it's called that is because it has a red undertone. And this shade is so wonderful. And I pull that down enough to where you can see the red, the reddish brown. This shade is really good for like putting on your lid and then just blending it up. And what you will get is this green that fades to a red color. That shade is in Mel's palette because everybody that has Sydney Grace shades probably loves and has that. And in her palette, it's called Scarab. So as you can see, if you buy Mel's palette, you don't need to get Red Chameleon because it's in the palette. It's just called Scarab. Sheesh kebab. This one here is called Velvet. It's a white shimmer, but I dug my fingernails into it after I had dug my fingernails into some blue shade. I had to swipe it a lot and kind of mixed it in there. So if you don't get totally white, let me just tell you, it's supposed to be. All right, so there is, I am not as good going on that hand. That is Velvet. These next few are all really light, shimmery shades that I think you have to have. This is Demurs. So as you can see next to Velvet, it's more of a champagne kind of color. Can you see that this is a very, very pale, shimmery, greenish yellow color, and it's called Tangy Citrus. I hope you can see the difference in these shades. It is subtle, but the top one is white. The middle one is a more champagne. And the one on the bottom, if I can get it to do it, has a very light yellow green. This one's called Blue Mist. And we also have Green Mist. Here's Blue Mist. And then this one is Green Mist. I use mattes almost exclusively in my crease or as a transition, but this one here is a necessity every single day, almost every eye look. It either starts with this or Wet n Wild Brulee. This is called Drift. You might not see it. Yes, you can. There it is right there. This is Sydney Grace's Wet n Wild Brulee or Mac Blanc type, whichever one, you know. Whatever you use those for. This one is called Laughter. Calling Birds. Calling Birds. The one above it is Laughter. Eastern Rise. That's Eastern Rise. Grounds. And Dark Roast. Put Dark Roast right there. Speedway. Let's put Speedway right here. So that is Speedway. These liquid lips are spectacular. It's like a liquid lip with a gloss inside. As you can see, I just touched up my mouth with it. There's the doe foot on it. Really soft and bendy. The setting powder that I'm wearing today is by Sydney Grace, and it is called Cloud 9, and I have it in Fair. This is really like a cloud, so be very careful. Don't do what I did. As you can see, I opened up all of the holes. Now, some powders you can get by with doing that with. This isn't one of them. It's so silky. You want to make sure that you've got just a little bit of it on your brush, and that's all you need. But dummy here opened up all the holes, and so I have to be really careful with this powder, but it's excellent. They also have a nice selection of blushes, which I have a Kleenex over because there's one in there that I accidentally dropped, and it makes a huge mess. I'm constantly having to clean up after it. May I make a suggestion? You want to make sure that your Z palette is big enough that you can do this, because take it from me, a person who has gouged their fingers in just about half of the shades they own. If you don't have plenty of space between them in the Z palette, then when you try to get them out, they're going to be crammed like next to each other like this. And if they're all like that and you try to get one out, you can't just grab it, and then you wind up with this. And then you drop it on the floor and it breaks. This is a highlighter, not a blush. We'll just start there. Wee doggies. I think this begins with an A. Here it is. This is the highlight. Didn't take much, did it? Of course, you wouldn't put it on probably with your finger unless you were wanting to do an eyeshadow. And my most favorite, and the one I'm wearing today, is Time Stops. And there you go. I hope this gave you a nice list of things to start with. Tell me below, what is it you're going to pick up? Can't tell you what I'm going to pick up. For sure, it will probably be too much. But in any case, if you guys don't know it, you're the best part of the Fritzy family. And if you're not having a blessed day, just go be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you, see ya, bye. And I'm out.
So, the first post that we got, it said, "It's the most wonderful time of the year." It did not. I just threw that in because I wanted to. And I thought you would enjoy it. In the viewfinder, I keep catching a dark spot right underneath here, and it's from me smearing something. And we're just going to go with it. We're going to roll with it, baby. Oh, yeah, we're going to roll with it, baby. It don't matter because you love me anyway, I think. Do ya? I'm out of focus on me, please. One of my... Hello, why are you changing colors? Okay, so, are you ready for this? Was that Space Jam? Are you ready for this? Okay, but if I wear this, I just tried to take my finger off my hand. I was like, gonna take it off. Wouldn't that be a trick? And this one is called Go For It. Go for it, dude. Just go for it, not with that finger. Okay, we may have to switch hands here because I've almost wiped off all of my age spots, and dang it, I kind of like them. Not white velvet with a smidge of blue. White velvet, I've totally ruined you. White velvet. The powder I have on today is, whew, you see that cloud? Yeah. Hey, hey, hee, breathe in on my cloud. Hey, hey, hee, breathe in my cloud.